by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, it has been a very warm day on this Wednesday, muggy, and we're just now starting to see some changes with the temperatures and the humidity starting to come down a little bit. Hey, it's 63 in Watsika and in Pontiac, still holding on to those 70s down in Mattoon and Effingham. Feels almost close to 80 with the heat index factored in there. As we go throughout tonight, temperatures just kind of hovering a bit with readings here into the mid-60s here for overnight. Much cooler tomorrow. The humidity drops, and we've got to talk about a little bit of rain that's in the forecast. We'll do that for you coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
It's huge. You have other people's children in your hand every day.
It's her job to keep them safe, but drivers are making that difficult.
Plus, it's a case of tampering that could have dangerous consequences, why police are asking drivers in some communities to check their cars.
We put out the call and you answered how you helped make Operation Honor Guard a record-breaking success.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
Drivers approaching the intersection are required to stop for the crossing guard.
Sounds simple. It's a law that often gets ignored, though, putting kids at risk of getting hit by cars. The school resource officer has a message for drivers who aren't obeying it. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. The SRO for the Mahomet Seymour School District has noticed drivers blowing past crossing guards, particularly at the busy intersection of Division and State Street. So they created a Facebook video to explain the rules of the road. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is here. And Jennifer, you witnessed this firsthand today.
Jessica, as I stood at the intersection while kids were getting out of school, a car didn't stop at the direction of the crossing guard. The SRO says the law is there for a reason. He doesn't ever want to have to tell a parent that something happened to their child because of an accident.
Standing at the intersection of Division and State.
Hey, wait till I say to go, all right, kiddos?
It's pretty hard to miss crossing guard Christy Hart.
Go ahead.
She's seen a lot in the 4 years she's worked for the Mahomet Seymour School District.
It's huge. It's huge. You have other people's children in your hand every day. It's a serious job. I don't take it lightly.
Which is why it's disheartening when she sees drivers put kids in danger.
Seems to me that those two lanes on that side and then the turning lanes of each of those are the ones who always just want to go.
And people do drive through even when her stop sign is up and kids are around. Hart doesn't stand in the middle of the road for nothing. She's there to enforce the rules. While she doesn't have a badge, did you know that crossing guards have the same authority as police officers?
As long as they're out there with proper vest and stop sign.
School resource officer Bill Ward wants to make sure drivers are aware of a very important law that some drivers tend to disregard.
What we have seen and some of the complaints we've received is that as the crossing guard is out in the center of the intersection and we have children crossing maybe perhaps the other side of the road, somebody on the opposite side where there really aren't children passing turns right. They think that that's safe to do so and that's legal to do so, but unfortunately it's not.
The lesson is simple. Stop and stay stopped until the crossing guard tells you that you can go.
Just take that second and third look to see if I'm out there or I've started to go out there. That's it.
Crossing guards also play an important role in teaching kids about pedestrian rules like looking both ways and walking your bikes across the street. Back to you.
Yeah, they certainly do, and it definitely can be scary out there, especially when cars are flying by. Jennifer, thanks. Well, it's been a scary 24 hours for students at Centennial in Champaign after several fights and a shooting threat. Let's start with those fights. Take a look at this video. It was sent to us and shows students fighting around the time school was letting out for the day. School leaders say several staff members were hurt while trying to stop it. They're okay. No students were hurt, but some parents we spoke to said they're fed up with what they call regular violence.
We expect for our children to come to school, and we want the safest environment as close as possible, of course, but just to hear that someone would even want to reference shooting up the school, potentially putting everyone in danger that's there, that's not a good feeling at all.
And that same day, Centennial dealt with another safety concern, a threat on social media saying there was going to be a shooting. Police say a woman died after she was found in the Vermilion River in Danville. It happened last night around 8 by the Memorial Bridge at South Gilbert Street. Witnesses say it looked like she was going to jump. She later died at the hospital. Her name has not been released.
And police say a man died after a motorcycle accident last night. 50-year-old Gary Richardson of Tolono crashed on County Road 1450 North near County Road 1799 East in Douglas County. Authorities are still investigating.
Services for a deadly crash victim will be held tomorrow. 5-year-old Tyson Mendoza died after the school bus he was riding in collided with an SUV. His visitation will be at Schilling Funeral Home at 11 in Mattoon, and his funeral will be at 1. Mendoza will be buried at Rest Haven Memorial Gardens. Those attending are asked to wear blue. 56-year-old Lori Samples was the driver of the SUV. Her visitation and funeral were today. A petition was started to make the intersection where that crash happened safer. People want stoplights to be installed at 800 North and Route 32. IDOT reports show there have been 29 crashes at the intersection since 2008. Engineers and federal highway officials will look at what can be done to improve safety. That could happen in a few weeks.
New for you tonight, several people in the Fisher and Dewey areas say their cars have been tampered with. Both Fisher Police and the Champaign County Sheriff's Office have taken reports of lug nuts being loosened. One woman who this happened to contacted us. She asked us to put out a safety message to others. She was driving and noticed a strange noise and jolting feeling coming from her car. She had the car towed, and the mechanic told her all the lug nuts on her front driver's side tire were loose. While she didn't want to be seen on camera today, she does want to warn others to watch out.
Just make sure you guys are checking your tires here in the Fisher Dewey area, because I don't know if someone thinks this is funny, but it's not funny at all. It could kill someone.
A few other people have said the same thing has happened to them, and as police continue to investigate, they encourage you to inspect your car before driving.
A $1 million pledge to the Boys and Girls Club in Danville will go a long way. The company chosen to build the city's casino pledged to put $3 million into the city. A third of that is going to the club. The director says they could possibly add on to double the size of the building and accommodate more kids. A year-round emergency homeless shelter is coming to Champaign next year. Right now, CUN Home and Austin's Place are male-only and female-only shelters, respectively. They also only operate in the winter, but that will change on November 1st, 2020. The two will need to raise $300,000 a year to operate.
Today was all about giving back, how you helped honor guards across central Illinois.
Plus, corruption and an FBI raid are only a small part of this pension story.
I think you'll find a lot of this just simple distrust with elected officials here in the city of Harvey.
Our new mayor is looking toward a brighter future.
And it's Big Ten Media Day in Chicago. Why coaches there say they need to keep an eye on the Illini.